5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now tuned into Thoughts to Myself. Thoughts to Myself, like. With your host, Pound So Wavy.
I think we all try to be good people, but it's just things you go through that make you who you are. Yeah, this is how you make me. Yeah, nigga, this is how you made me. Hold on, last time I trust a nigga, he betrayed me. Last time I trust a bitch, she played me. Pardon me if I've been on one lately. Yeah, this is how you niggas made me. This is how you 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 made me. Thinking about my old girlfriend, little mama played me. Left me for some light-skinned cat with a Mercedes. Back then I ain't have no whip, had to upgrade me. Now I got the white boy M, she ain't as shady. But karma is a bitch, bitch.
Karma is a bitch, baby. Yeah. What's good, world? Welcome one, welcome all. Episode 4 of Thoughts to Myself, hosted by myself. You already know what it is. Pound So Wavy. We have a special guest today.
Come on, you gotta do all of that.
We got a special guest today.
You gotta do all of that, dog.
My LD, my road dog, KG.
What's good?
Yeah. Follow him at KGLand_ on Instagram.
Yeah.
Alright? He gotta talk the real shit today, so.
Hey, y'all, I'm just me always try to get the mic in the inbox, so just now, hey, y'all see that everything cool.
Everything's straight. Everyone can hear what's going on. True God, we can make this work. We got 2 mics. We in. Let me show you all. We in Florida. We got 2 mics. The next mic didn't work, so don't pay niggas saying, on they shits. We on it. It's time to record though, alright? So, anyway. We had a party. That was Easter weekend. Easter Sunday. Shout out everybody who came to the BYOB party.
Yeah, that was live.
Hosted by Westside Cartel, Supreme Shockwave Sounds, Humble Line Entertainment. We was out there. It was live. That was our second party, I want to say, in the past year. We threw a party that was last summer.
That's last summer, was it?
Last summer.
That was last summer, yeah.
That's one of our best parties so far. So, and keep in mind, these parties were thrown in the span of 3 to 4 days. So niggas really are doing it. Shout out everybody that came out. I salute you. There are pictures on my Facebook. Shout out and follow the HLENT242 Twitter page and the IG page to see the pictures, see how we was kicking it. But yeah, I don't know if that was too soon, but I was playing that fabulous, alright? I was playing that fabulous, and I want people to start discrediting it fabulous, but fabulous is fabulous is one of the top.
It's crazy that I ain't fully followed the story yet, Joe.
I haven't either, but at the same time, I heard the accusations. Let me say that, because we don't know what's true and what's not. The media is twist and curate things that's not true just for the clickers, for the clickbait and shit.
Gotta be relevant.
So for me, it was I ain't gonna pass judgment on Fabulous because he has been so consistent. But at the same time, I won't make light of domestic violence. I wouldn't do that.
You ain't know what she say or do, big.
Yeah, you won't lie.
You know what she said. I can't get that. But I mean, to be honest, see the headlines, it was kind of seem extreme from the outside looking at, but at the same time, I know what's going on.
Personally, I wouldn't pass judgment until I see the mug shots of Emily B. And true God, I don't want to see her teeth knock out. I really ain't. I ain't no fan of seeing shit like that, especially not from people who you put on a certain pedestal, not as idols, but like as good musicians and good people.
Real.
As Fabulous, you know, and keep in mind, he gave us Soul Tape 1, 2, and 3. He gave us Summertime Shootout 1 and 2, Young OG Project, the Funeral Caskets and shit. He gave us Breathe. He gave us Breathe. He gave us Breathe 03. Like, nigga, like, you know, like, at that point, you gotta be somewhere in the top 10, 15, and 20 to ask me, you know?
Wasn't a real one the other day? That
Real
one
one.
soundtrack?
Yeah.
Love that.
Lauren Hill's fucking back in style, but and she only make one album. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But truth be told, I don't want to pass judgment on Fab or Emily because you know what's the truth, all right? And until I see, which I don't want to see, until I see those mugshots come out, I can't believe that. And that's not me discrediting her story, but at the same time, like, plenty shit has come out to try put people down. Alright, and just on a serious topic, like, imagine people like Kobe and Emmett Till, you know, who were accused of shit like rape and stuff, you know, but were actually found innocent in the end.
It's just crazy though, because that's what driving everything today, right? So it's like, I don't know, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It's almost like people know what's real, they just don't care no more.
People know it's real, but the hype of bullshit is way more entertaining than accepting what's real. You know, like, to know that it didn't happen is enough for people to be like, yeah, that story and that. But if it's like, yeah, it did happen, like, but you hear what fucking Fabulous with that girl, but yeah, but he's a fuck nigga, but and like, I mean, at the same time, it's like we never know what really is the truth because we don't know these people. We don't know Fabulous. We don't know Emily. We like all of these people. Like I know fucking them. I don't know them. I don't know them. You know.
I can't lie though. I find the crime movies and all that more entertaining. I can't even lie. It's more, but that's what I search for to watch.
But you speaking about crime movies, right? And we get into the more serious thing, right? Like, even in domestic violence, like, that's a no tolerance shit, right? It's no tolerance. And if you look in like all the crime movies and so on, niggas just be like, but whatever you do, don't kill the wife or the kids. Don't touch them. You seen in Scarface, nigga was like, but don't kill the wife or the kids. If it involves them, back up, you know? And it's based on the sense that, but females and children are defenseless against the raw nature and the raw strength of men, but, you know? And niggas gotta understand, it ain't a matter of her hitting you or, you know, her running on ABC and her scratching your car and like, it's matter of fact that like when you realize your raw strength as a man, like, you can't do that to a woman. You know, like it's where like if you put your arm up at a woman, like even playing or flinching, I mean like playing or like just getting off, she wouldn't flinch because in her head, but you would not hit her.
Real.
You would not hit her. Like that's how defenseless that she is because she's supposed to be safe with you know. Yeah. So for you to fucking hit her, like that's some crazy shit, you know. And pardon I, right, like just to keep it a stock, like I've struck one woman in my life, like, and I can admit that as a man, like, and you could ask her to this day, like. When that happened, I was so disgusted, I immediately jumped over her and tried to console her because like I felt bad, you know. And as a person who actually witnessed domestic violence in my household and so on, like it wasn't something that I was proud of or I even found necessary at the point when it happened, you know. And that's me keeping it a stock as a man, you know.
It's true.
And trust me, like I can say now from experience. Like, wait, if you could raise your hand and hit a guy repeatedly and so on, like, make her scared, but like, what's sad is, even with that said, but dog, but
sometimes you gotta look at yourself too, though, and step back and see if you even if you even provoke it as a man, dog, because we as man, we just push the button, until it pop, boy. To be honest,
Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
we just take what we get.
But my whole thing is like, it's so bad where even some gals, they so used to like where they feel as though if you don't hit them, you don't love them. And that's a very fucked up mindset to have, you know, like because like,
But then I go back to, you know what's crazy? That you see your perspective growing up with domestic violence in the house. But just how you say that, for some reason when girls grow up with it, they, just like you said, they fall victim there. They feel like
that's
that's
love.
how it's supposed to be, because they see
That's
their
love.
mother just she getting by. She getting by, you getting beat, but she's still making it. She's still doing what she want to do. So,
I say it to say, like, in total way, like, whatever you saw growing up or whatever you were accustomed to, domestic violence is not the answer. It's not the key. Cut that shit out. Like, it ain't no need for that at all. Alright? It really ain't no need for that. Cut it out. Alright? Now, and trust me, like, before I even go on, like, false accusations. Like I was saying with Kobe and Emmett Till, like, there's been a lot of stories where women have even falsely accused men of doing so on. And, like, they don't understand the long-lasting effect of what this does for people's reputations, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, accuse sex offenders and so on, child offenders, whatever it is. You know?
question, right? This is not on what you just said, but for some reason the thought popped up in my head just now. Do you think a woman can rape a man? Is that possible?
If we keeping it a full stop, I really feel as though it's possible. Alright? Because
Just legally or completely physically, like overthrowing with power, just in the legal sense? Or you think she could really overpower a man and you know?
well, my whole thought about that is, it's a big downgrade. Like I mentioned earlier, men have raw strength. So at the end of the day, to say a woman physically raped you is almost bullshit. Alright? Because I know niggas is get hard. Like, niggas is get hard,
yeah.
you know, for sure off air, you know, especially if they're like trying to, like, you know, do the most shit, you know? But I could imagine, like, it happening where a nigga is drunk, right? And he really don't know better, or he don't know the girl, and so on, and like she trying to, like, you know, smoke your boy dog, you know, and so on. And then say, you know what's going on, you know what he's saying, but he just get hard but he's saying,
Where
hey,
you going with it?
he's saying, but I ain't ready to puke, but she's saying, but what? I fucking ready to fuck. I ain't on that shit, like, you know, that's rape. That's rape. If your boys are like ready to puke, that's rape. You know what I'm saying? And guys think like for niggas, it's always pleasure, but I mean, sometimes it don't always be pleasure, but especially when you ain't in that mood. What's crazy is, partner, what's crazy is, like, as long as niggas cock get up, guys are saying, but yeah, but that's consent. So what I'm saying? And that's happening regardless. That's like basically a gal watching fucking Idris Elba and a panty get wet. It can happen. It can happen regardless. See what I'm saying? So it's like, that means fucking like you want him. See, I can't say that because no guys want Idris Elba to come fuck them right now. But aside, like, that's like fucking seeing someone you don't know. I mean, guys different. Man, like, guys different for real though. That's guys different. Guys can be after everything. But I ain't know, babe. I ain't know.
Anyway, that's how that one go. Domestic violence is bad.
It's bad. Stop that shit. Like, don't cut it out. And women, please stop hitting men and provoking men. And then when niggas hit you back, you always cry, wolf and thing, and be like this.
Yeah.
You gotta stop that, you know.
Yeah.
And niggas, if it's really you, boy, dog, come on, dog. You gotta do better than that, right? That girl, and she ain't worth that, you know. It's like, babe, you gotta keep in mind, you could power bomb her when you ready on air, like off the air. So, like, it ain't worth doing no fucking damage like that. Especially like exchanging blows and shit, like, no, you know.
Yeah,
But
like, I don't know, she make you mad, you want a thrill or something, just pick up, throw in the bed or something, and then y'all get busy, man, have some fun.
yeah, like Kanye say, like, wait, I'll never. What you say? I never hit a girl, but I'll shake the shit up. Like I'll shake her, you know. Like I wouldn't fucking hit her. You know, you saying, or like stun her. Like, but niggas get wild, so I know. But some guys like that, nah, you know, like that's like some type of fucking sex,
Appeal.
not sex appeal, like one of the trees, like bondage and shit, like where they just get beat, like kicking the cunny and shit like that. But anyway, I ain't lie. Recently, I've been seeing plenty posts about people not judging but discrediting people who choose different life paths, dog. And for me, it was like, wait, you can't do that because someone chose different from you. And what it really stemmed from was people talking about going to school and getting a degree versus people who hustle and get their money and make shit work without a degree, you know? My whole thought was, that ain't fair to say because someone found going to college better, or someone said, but I think hustling make more sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't pass judgment on that later.
Not at all, but it's like, what for you, for you. And I realized from going to university, but if I knew, had I knew what I knew that, I was either gonna go to a trade school or somehow try and get that capital and do what I trying to do. Like university, dog.
Do you always say university or do you say college? Because that's very Drake-esque. I need to get sure I ain't asking.
I think I gotta switch it up, you know.
I never say university. I never say I go to university.
I've been to same university, so I just say university.
Well, that makes sense. But it was a college before, so I don't know.
Right, you're right.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's like you go to university, I study computers, and 7 classes out of what? A good 20, 30.
But your majors?
7 classes just for the major. I could do that in a year and a half, bro. Or less, a year maybe. Well, yeah, a year and a half, I'd say. So it's like, I don't know, you gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you want, because in university, you coming out of school to work with somebody. You go to trade school or you do your own thing, you're working for yourself.
See, for me personally, I always understood both sides of it because I never wanted to go to college. But I went to college, alright? My whole thought was, in the 4 years it took me to get a degree, I could have accumulated 4 years worth of salary at whatever company, you know? At the 4-year mark, I'll be at the base salary of someone just coming out of school, which is the same thing, or even higher, because I have experience.
When did you get your first job?
I've been dressed out from the I was like 11 or 12, but like I was telling that in my last podcast, like I was saying, I was cleaning my own man shop and thing. And then I saw you doing Mr. Pretzels.
Do that.
But keep in mind, I was doing fucking Atlantis, I was doing government jobs and shit. But I say it to say, but it's like, you can't judge no one career path based on what they choose, you know? Like, partner, where you going?
Alright, you go ahead.
Like I was saying, where I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur / franchisor, school was never in my head from like I was 13 or 14 based on that whole 4-year theory shit, you know? But I could say that I went to school based on the fact that I understood the opportunity to go abroad and see different, you know? And in turn, I could say that, boy, I really appreciate going to school because certain things I appreciate now when I, like, for life in people, you know, and just the overall aspect of understanding. I don't think I actually would have get that if I didn't go to college.
No,
that's
you 100% right about that. You 100% right. It's like, it's almost like a culture shock. That's probably basically what it is. That was crazy, but just seeing the difference how we carry on compared to the Americans and people from other parts of the world.
And like even speaking about that, it's like I said, like this podcast could be fucking raw. It's like even speaking about Haitians, alright? Like my whole thought about Haitians prior to going off to school was that like they just infiltrate countries and take over shit, and they always just around and so on. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to college and I met different Haitians, and like they was light skinned and they was pretty and brown skin and they was rich and shit.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to my boy Luigi. R.I.P. to Luigi. You know, R.I.P. to Luigi. Luigi was our Haitian roommate. Like that was my brethren for life in the short time that I knew him.
It's a junior.
Junior, so I can't remember what it was, but
junior.
you know, like I met him, like he really like, you know, opened my eyes to Haiti and the whole country and so on. So it's like
Just for like being free and doing what you want to do. Like it's a real free spirit, cool. One of the coolest dude I ever meet, but a real talk.
and like just knowing that alone, like it's like if I never went to college, I would have still been stuck in that small box of thinking this way about people, and you know, humans always feel as though we better than people. Like that's one thing we good at doing. We better than people. I don't know why, but that's our fucking specialty. Like we fucking is the cream of the crop. But college really exposes you to like a lot of truths about life and things that you need to know and really, you know, really find out to carry you on and progress. And like that's what I'm like. That's what he's saying. But
It's getting out of your comfort zone.
real rap. But into that, like, if you ever heard the saying like, "There's too much chiefs and not enough Indians," you know, but that saying, like, to the everyday reader or viewer, it means that everyone trying to be the boss.
Yeah.
You know, they say no one won't be the Indian.
Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, like, I have people gotta realize, dog, it ain't nothing wrong with being the worker, but like certain people in life have their career and their path and their whatever set out for them, you know? Everyone ain't gonna be a chief. Everyone ain't gonna be a fucking Indian, you know? It's always to who it's meant for.
I mean, the way I see it, and whatever that you're doing, it's likely that you're gonna be an Indian before you become the chief.
And that's the honest truth. Like you
can't just jump into it.
And personally, I ain't gonna lie, I used to really think that like if you had enough experience or enough capital, if you have enough money, you could fucking be a chief right away. But for the everyday man, for the average Joe, you can't just become the chief regardless, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because you can't become the chief, it doesn't mean that you're meant to be a worker. I mean, it's keep on working to be a chief. And if you're not meant to be a chief, then maybe you're meant to be a worker. But I think life is about really finding out, you know, what your role is. I had to learn basically like when I was like 22 or so on, where it's like everyone's career path and life choice isn't the same as yours. What you saying?
I was saying, how you really gotta look at it, what I really been realizing in recent, I said like the last couple of years, but you really just gotta be the chief of whatever you're doing, but even if you working for somebody, you handle your work, your workload and whatever else you got going on, then you could become the chief of where you headed, whatever your end goal is. That's how I see it. But if you're so concerned with trying to get what the chief have already and just become that, then nah, you ain't gonna be satisfied even when you get it, though.
And that's really the main problem with humans. Like, we is watch other people too fucking much. But we always watching other people trying to see where they are or what they making or what they doing and comparing ourselves to them. And trust me, I don't do it, but I say we because I understand we are one people. All of we is one. All of we is one family. You're my brother, you're my sister. All of we is one. All that fuck, you know. I understand all that shit. So what I'm saying. So I say we, but trust me, like, wait.
To the world, wait.
Yeah, but it's like you have to know your role and stick to it. But like life is a script, and you gotta play your fucking part. That's easy to me. That's easy on.
That's a cold.
And it breaks my heart.
Feature.
And it breaks my. I have that song going there. Anyway, introducing this new topic onto the fuckery, right? Onto the fuckery, what everyone has come to this podcast for so far, where everyone like.
Still ain't trying to remember that song, right? But anyway, yeah. No.
And it, man, shit. See, after my ass, now I gotta say it. And
But it
it
is, wait. Just a cool
Knife and
Kenny Lofton.
Kenny Lofton.
Feel in my face. You want it? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna disclaim now that I had my bar set for 30 minutes, but at this rate, going into this last topic, so it's gonna be kind of good. So, pardon I when the fucking outro go off, I gotta let it play, and we going straight forward. We going straight through it until it's over. So, don't mind that. But anyway, here for the fuckery. Pardon I before I go on once more. I had a couple of my people telling me like, boy, Bombs, but you shouldn't say this and that, and like it could raise a lot of hell, and and I was like, wait, myself, wait, that's what this podcast for, wait, to say the shit what people want to say but they can't say, or what they think, or things that need to be said. Like that's what this really could come down to, I ain't come to fuck around, get nobody run around and shit. Like it's down to the real. So with that said, on to this new segment what I constructed. This one is called Galology. Galology 101.
Alright.
Do you know what Galology is?
Tell me, my good brother. I don't know.
Well, you see, I been to college, you see,
Okay.
so I know, like, I know that mean, you see. But Galology means, you break down the root word.
Okay.
The root word is gal.
Yeah.
Gal means female or woman, you saying broad, little thing, whole bitch, whoever's called it that. I don't want to prove it, but that's what it is, right? Ology is the study of.
Alright.
The study of. Alright, so this is Galology 101. It's going to be like a 10-part series. I don't know how much it go, because gal's complex, so this might be fucking forever. So right now, I'll say infinity, but this is part 1, alright?
Alright.
Let's get into it, right? What you doing?
No, I want to see what's going on. Come on, teach me something.
I can teach you because I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I play dumb when it comes to it. Alright? Galology 101. The first thing I want to know right now, approaching gals in 2018. How do you approach gals in 2018? Do you have any real tactics that you go with?
Well, no, I don't really have any tactics per se, but I kind of go with it's like not really a placement approach, but to be honest, we do know the females outnumber us as males, so almost everywhere I go, I see a new face. So I'm not as, I don't want to say thirsty, but niggas are thirsty out there.
Niggas are very thirsty
Niggas
out
are
there.
thirsty.
Like, pause. The niggas thirsty. Hey, y'all gotta put on down.
Y'all
Plenty
making it
fucking
hard.
guys over there. Y'all gotta chill out though. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and it's thirsty. It's the average dude. So, to be honest, day to day, we just take it as it goes.
So, if right now you see a gal you like, whether it be, for argument's sake, because it wouldn't be in person, I would assume that if it's in person, you would approach her.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I like that.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
if
I think
I
that
want that.
if you like that.
Yes.
Which
if
means
if I want it.
if you want it, which means that if
If
you're
I like
around a setting of people and so on, and you see a bunch of females, if you ain't really on her run, would you? No, if you ain't really on none of the gals' run, would you feel compelled to talk to any of these gals?
If nothing else available to talk to at the party, and I ain't got nothing else to do to pass my time, then I guess why not converse? But no, otherwise. At that point, if I ain't interested, then I ain't interested.
So with that said, then
We could gel and talk, you know.
that's about
Nothing
it.
wrong with a nice conversation. That's what the social setting for.
All right, so let's just say, for fuck's sake, right?
Yeah.
You saw this girl in person, and you didn't talk to this.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The camera went longer than expected, so we're back and we're trying to figure it. Anyway, whatever. What was you saying though?
Yeah, so we was talking about how, you know, when you try to roll into it, they can come out that. Anyway, yeah. So we talking about how gals approaching a girl on social media, IG, I guess, and going into DMs. If you have seen her on several occasions, just seen her. No combo.
You know what? Fuck all the analytics and the factors.
I need that shit.
Alright. Let's just say you going out right now and you see a sweet thing. How do you approach that girl?
How do I approach her?
You asking for her number, you asking for her Snapchat, her Instagram name, her IG name. Cause keep in mind, as crucial as the number is, like if she texts you and like there's no, like she texts you, like no WhatsApp, she texts you, you're gonna see no picture.
You know that's true. You know, there's a lot of girls that ask me about Snapchat, and I have yet to really utilize that. And I don't know, but it's old school. I always go for the number. I ain't get like
Old school as in what, pen and paper?
no G. I go for the number, and I probably might call you and all more than.
I realize you're
every
a
once in a while,
bullshit. You appear like a pen and paper nigga. Like you would
Pen and paper
a
nigga.
pencil and a fucking notepad inside your pocket. You don't gotta lie, but I mean that's cool.
I rapidly.
Yeah. With your lines, that's cool. Just write them off like D1 code. No D1. You know
See if
D1
you
code.
was gonna catch
You know D1 code. But anyway,
Whatever
whatever.
code, nigga.
You know D1 code. Whatever. But whatever. But yeah, but I ain't. All right. For me personally, all right. How do I approach girls?
But to be honest, mate, I less and less just want to go into DMs nowadays. Right, like a facial approach, dog. Like I like the in-person approach.
Wait, and I
All the
agree with
time.
you. I agree with you because I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't gonna lie. I try sliding the DMs like in the past year and a half and so on. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like it is work to that extent, but it just feels so corny. Where like, wait, you know, like, wait, this just don't make no sense. At the end of the day, like, what you doing cyber for when you can fucking see this gal and shit for? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, your body said, what? It's going down in the DMs.
Because he say that, it's going down.
It's going down in the DMs. So, are you missing out on potential cunny because you ain't going in the DMs and you just waiting? What you think?
Yeah, I guess potential because it's thought energy, yes. But am I losing? No. Because
Don't try to paint yourself as no good nigga because you ain't no good. I don't want you come there. I do that. But yeah, you're right. But you're right.
Yeah, man, I ain't losing, dog.
Yeah.
Because it always there.
It always
The pool always there.
and like I actually wanted to like put up like one like a DL Hughley, like I ain't gonna lie, like someone put me on this before, but like if you wanna like know the number, I can't recall the exact shit. But there was a DL Hughley, I think what Angela Yee shit name? The Kiss.
The rumor report.
No, she have her own show, Dre. I can't remember what it name right now, Dre. But she have her own show with a couple of like yards with Dale Hughley, and like it's like he's showing like he's saying the numbers of men worldwide to women, where it's like almost like 3 to 1 or 4 to 1.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
You know, like where he's
I
saying
watched
like, wait, at the end of the day, like, wait, women need us more than we need them. So women will always be there.
That's what it really is.
You know.
I'm sorry, but we are more needed in terms of our survival, even.
And that's not me.
Like that's no disrespect at all. Like
Thank
I am
you.
so thankful to my mother for carrying me all the months, and I'm thankful to every other woman who's strong enough to do so and continue our human race. But It's like at the end of the day, it's just stating like what's real, what's facts. Like the female, you will carry a baby, but we have to provide our sperm straight up to for us to determine whether it'll be a boy or girl and all of that. So just how it go.
That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Like, it ain't like discrediting women, but at the end of the day, you have to keep in mind that most of the men, especially in like terms of being black men, are in jail. So the niggas, and then you have to keep in mind niggas turning gay too. So the percentage of straight niggas is at an all-time low, yet the most needed to carry on, you know, they say reproduction and the human race, A, B, C, and D. But that's what Galology could be about. We talking about gals, the study of gals, you know. But yeah, so yeah, man, this episode we going off on plenty shit. We talk on plenty topics, you know. And True God, we can find a better setup, you know how it go already. You know, we keep on finding different settings and trying to see what works. And we get some lighting now, still trying to find, you know, little pieces of things and out in here and there and there and there. But for the most part, look here, episode 4, thoughts to myself,
Alright.
Pound So Wavy,
Alright.
my boy KG.
Lan,
What your IG and shit is?
KG Lan _. So you find me on IG.
Where KG Lan is, man.
KG Lan. Hey, let them see him.
Pause. See. This podcast gotta be over right now. We out. Hey, camera.